Well, hey there, everyone. Welcome back to our series on successfully rolling out a new math curriculum. I'm Chrissy Allison, the Mindful Math Coach, and in this video, we're going to talk about piece number 3, which is having a pacing guide and a scope and sequence all in one, where you and the teachers can be on the same page about pacing of the units and the lessons across the year, and you can revisit it on a regular basis to make sure that you are on track for spending your time in the way that you think makes the most sense and will be the most effective and the most equitable, and that you can have a place to make adjustments and basically be an anchor for some of those tough conversations that you're going to have as you see how things play out when you start teaching the curriculum. Okay, so I say that to say you're not going to follow it exactly, but you still need to have a plan somewhere that everybody has access to in the beginning. So I recommend doing this in the spring or in the summer, or if you have some orientation days when you first get back, whenever you have time, just decide to do it. You can do this in probably an hour for each grade. And I have some tips about how to do it. I have a template that I use, but really, it's pretty simple. You take a look at the curriculum, you see how many days they suggest for each unit, you tack on a couple of days so that teachers can use those as flex days, and then you basically just map that onto your school calendar, taking into account vacation days, conference days, and all of those things. And you basically just have a map of where we're going to spend our time in different units. And then again, one of the key things after having this in place is referencing it, going back to it every week, every unit, every month. When you're in those observations, I pull that up and I look to see, the teacher's teaching unit 2, lesson 10. Let me see where that falls in our pacing guide, in our scope and sequence. And are we on track or at least close? And if not, let's schedule a meeting. Let's find a time to touch base, see what's taking so long or what's getting in the way, and make adjustments to the calendar. All right, so that's number 3. Just quick recap. Vision setting is number 1. Picking your instructional priorities is number 2. And then number 3 is getting your pacing guide and scope and sequence in place. And all of this should be done ideally prior to the start of the school year, so that when teachers come back in August or September, you can frame the new curriculum and roll it out with all these things already in place. And it's all a cohesive math improvement strategy.